Modding the cheapest mechanical keyboard. Most mechanical keyboards start off around the range of $60 and up. This keyboard is the E-yooso K620. It's around $30 and often goes on sale and sometimes can be even found for under $15. bzfuture did sponsor this video. If you head to their website, you can find a bunch of gaming peripherals from keyboards, mice, gaming chairs, and even RGB products. You can add the K620 to your cart and use the discount code L15 to save a few bucks on checkout. Unboxing it, you get straight to the keyboard with no cardboard in your way. It's safely wrapped in some bubble wrap. And that is all you get. It's a pretty simple unboxing. I was hoping for some tools like a keycap and switch puller, but they would probably be a cheaper quality since this keyboard is already really affordable. It is a 10 keyless layout with full access to all your media keys. On the bottom you have kick out feet to adjust the typing angle and provide a more ergonomic experience. Yeah, the cable is hardwired, but that's not really too big a deal unless you really love your custom cables. They sent over the white variant, which is equipped with double shot ABS keycaps with shine through legends. They are a pretty nice quality, a bit thin, but they definitely get the job done. I really love the orange accent escape key and the space bar. As I mentioned, a switch puller is not included. However, this keyboard is hot swappable, which is a huge plus. It even has per key LED lighting. It's not RGB, but it does have these pretty awesome shine through RGB sides. It's equipped with 87 Otemu red box linear switches. They sound pretty good for being on a budget board. The stabs are cherry style plate mounted stabs. Note that these are not your standard tail hot swap sockets, so not every keyboard switch will fit, but I'll get to that later. Someone mentioned in my last keyboard video that I should try normal typing, so let's see how this sounds straight out of the box. I mean, surprisingly, it doesn't sound too bad, but let's see if we can't improve it with some tasteful mods. I started by stripping all the keycaps and switches from the keyboard. It has a plastic plate which is built into the frame and held in with all these little screws. The plate just pries away from the base of the board. It kind of takes a bit of effort, but once you finally get it removed, you can see the PCB. Kind of looks like a minefield with all the standoffs surrounding it. Under the PCB, it's like an ocean, except without water. Let's just say there was a lot of empty space, which leads to the board sounding hollow and overall more cheap. So that's the first thing I decided to fix. I used sponge neoprene, which has an adhesive back, and I just layered the whole bottom section of the case. All I had to do was make sure that there was holes so the standoffs could poke through it. There was still a good amount of space, so I decided to fill up the space with some strips off of an old t-shirt. I applied some tape to the PCB. This is known as the Tempest tape mod. For those wondering, I went with 2 layers of tape. It's just painter's tape. Finally, I decided to mod the stabilizers. They come with the tiniest bit of factory lube. I clipped the stabilizers and lubed them with Krytox and dielectric grease for the wires. I also put thin strips of medical tape on the PCB and where the stabilizers rest. It's basically like using band-aids, but you don't waste a whole band-aid going this route. I did this to help reduce the wobble and hopefully some rattle. I decided to add some thin pieces of the sponge neoprene in the spacebar and on the PCB where the spacebar goes. As mentioned before, not all switches will fit. The hot swap sockets used on this PCB are Otemu hot swap sockets. Standard Cherry MX switches won't fit due to them having a thicker pin. But ACO CS switches fit, and they have some of the best switches for the price. I'll be swapping out the original switches for the ACO Jelly Whites. Can we just take a moment to appreciate how cool these switches look? Okay, anyway, they are a pretty lightweight 3-pin linear switch actuating at 35 grams of force. They come in packs of 45 for around $14 on Amazon. With the keyboard fully reassembled, let's see how it sounds. It sounds pretty good, definitely sounds better than before, but I can't get the spacebar to sound good for the life of me. I tried at it forever and honestly, I just can't seem to get it to sound good. What are your favorite keyboard mods to do? Let me know down below. Overall, for the budget price, this keyboard turned out pretty good. Rate it down below, and also be sure to visit bzfuture and use the discount code L15 to save a few bucks at checkout. Smash like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you loved it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!